Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. So today you join us using Tokyo Extreme Drive's 350Z. We'll be taking the car over to Mount Fuji. We parked the car behind a hotel which fit nicely in this coin parking. It's a really nice car. I had fun driving this for the few days that I let go of the GTR. Here you guys see us driving onto Fuji. This is a highway we take all the way through from Tokyo, and the Subaru not BRZ, sorry, I think it's a WRX or an STI was up my back of my car. We just arrived at the famous Fuji in Kawaguchiko. You guys can see Fuji in the background. It wasn't as clear at the start of the day, but later on it did get a lot clearer. And we decided, you know what, let's visit some lakes. So we went to Lake Yamata, which you guys will see. I think it's Yamata, I might be saying that wrong. It's a very nice little village style with a view of Fuji in the background. Just packed and packed with tourists. So we didn't spend too long here. We just kind of absorbed the view, looked around the village a bit, got a drink, and then headed off again. But I'd say it's definitely worth visiting if you have a car. Otherwise, taking a bus, I don't think it's worth its destination. There isn't much else to see besides Fuji and some old rural buildings, which I feel like they've just kind of built and added again. But again, Fuji was hiding with some clouds in the background, and it did get a bit clearer throughout the day. So yeah, after here, we headed over to Lake Yamanaka. I think the town was actually called Oshino, and I can't actually remember, but we saw this nice little spot on the way there. It's like a rural road, so we jumped out quickly, got some pictures of the 350Z with Fuji in the background, and it really did begin to clear up later in the day. As you guys can see here, Fuji's pretty much clear and nice and visible. And it truly is a sight to behold. I did go here last year when the ice cap wasn't there, but it's definitely worth seeing with the ice cap there. After this, we headed over back to Tokyo because I wanted to go to some die-cast and model shops, and there were some more views along the way which you guys can see here. Again, really pretty. I'd recommend taking a car and not going on the train or taking a tour bus. Driving definitely gives you some offbeat paths that are worth seeing. Anyway, we headed back to Tokyo after this, and we saw a McLaren SLR in the back. This was a very Tokyo moment because you don't see these being driven on the road at all. So first we stopped off at Odaiba, went to see the huge Gundam that they have there. They did a little show and stuff, which is really cool. Had to mute this part because the copyright's going to kill me if I keep it on there. And straight after this, then we headed over to Kenbox in Shinjuku to take a look at the model car, die-car shops. They have an assortment of Hot Wheels, as you guys will see shortly. And here is the first shop in Shinjuku. Now, Kenbox have two shops. They have this very small one, which is, I think, like a ton of Tomica models and some Innos and some other offbeat random brands. Again, the shop is tiny compared to their main branch, which is also in Shinjuku. It's about 50 meters away, and if you go to this shop you can ask them for a map and they will direct you to how and get to that shop as well. But again, just take a look at this, and then the next part of the vlog will also then show you guys their other shop. I definitely recommend coming here if you like diecast. The prices aren't amazing, to be honest. Some of the stuff was overpriced, but I think that's just the way it is with the amount of tourists coming into Tokyo. They can get away with some of these prices. The best place I found to shop was Tokyo Auto Salon itself. They had a lot of die-cast vendors there, and they were selling things for very cheap. One example I'll give you guys is I picked up a Hot Wheel Mazda 787B for around $3, and here they were selling it for about 14. So it really shows you the difference in price at these shows compared to here. And there's some really cool initial D ignition models for 118s, but they're just too overpriced. I can get them a lot cheaper on Mercari. So always check online before you do buy. I know obviously being there you get tunnel vision, but definitely have a look online before you do buy from these shops, because 9 times out of 10 you probably will find them a bit cheaper. But there were a lot of models here that I didn't know even existed in the next shop as well. They had a ton that I've never seen before, and I kind of just made a note of I want these at some point, but I need to do some research. So yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the vlog. A bigger shop that I mentioned earlier in the vlog, it's huge. I had to again mute this. They were playing some Metallica in the background, which is annoying. Again, I don't want to get any copy strikes, but you guys can see the array of cars: Tomicas, Hot Wheels, Innos, Mini GTs, ignition models, kicks. There's so many here. I was supposed to go for a car meet straight after this, and I was an hour late because I ended up spending like 2 hours here, either buying, negotiating, or seeing things that I couldn't see my first draft through. It's very overwhelming, and it's a huge shop with layers and layers and layers of cars.